Thanks for joining us here on Arc Salt Lake. I'm Brian Schneid. It is Wednesday, November 19th, another edition of Utah's Missing, focusing on cases right here in Utah and the search for a Utahn in California that's underway right now. We begin tonight with a Utah woman reported missing on November 7th in Aptos, California, last seen the night before on the beach. Danielle Staley of Holiday, Utah had been traveling the coast with a companion who's recently been speaking out in the media. I spoke with Danielle's brother about their search.
As far as I'm aware, she was just traveling up and down the coast, is what she told me on the 23rd of September when she was already in California. She called, said, "I'm in California. We're traveling up and down the coast." There wasn't really a reason that was given to me. That's pretty much it.
What were the circumstances of why was she even there in the first place? Do you know?
I don't. I really don't. I think that when he picked her up, it was sort of an impromptu thing. It was just, let's go on a trip, and she went. It wasn't a good situation. We weren't on board by any means. At this point, we're just focused on getting her back.
In terms of your effort and your family's effort, I mean, do you have anyone that's gone to California that's joined in a search? Are you doing this from afar? What's this like to try to participate to bring her home?
It's been difficult. The whole family's in Utah. My sister Erica is in Idaho, but basically nobody's in California. My sister Gabrielle Staley and my stepdad Slade Holtree just went down Wednesday of last week and started search parties, and they put up over 1,000 flyers. They came back last night. They returned safely last night, and it's heartbreaking, obviously, that they went out and they did all that they did, and they were talking to the community, and the community of Aptos has been absolutely just above and beyond what you would expect in this. I mean, who expects this situation? But they've been just amazing, so helpful, and I think they're going to continue searching out there in California. And on the home front side, I've got a Facebook group going. I'm starting up a TikTok, which I'm known as the tech guy, I guess, in my family, and I'm doing what I can from the internet side, raising awareness as much as I can, and just hoping that everywhere, anywhere, can get the word out. Because as we know, it can be just one person that sees something a little off that they report, and that can be the deal breaker. They're the game changer in the case.
The Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office tasked with investigating Danielle's disappearance. One note, her brother told me that they are working very well with that department, who has been extremely active on social media, posting updates, asking for surveillance video from businesses and such in that area. Now, Frankie also tells me the trip was primarily a van life scenario, living out of the van, going from place to place. There was no real timetable for Danielle to return back to Utah. He says the fact that Danielle left her belongings behind on the beach is a major red flag.
That's extremely concerning. She wouldn't go anywhere willingly without her purse. The phone has been kind of an off and on thing. She's not had a reliable phone for quite some time, but she will always find a way to contact us. And that phone has been the most reliable on this trip, I would say. And just the fact that she wouldn't have her purse with her that is very concerning to us. She wouldn't leave that behind.
So you mentioned talking to her in September. Did you have other family members that had spoken to her more recently?
Yes, my mom was in near constant contact. I mean, almost every single day. messaging her. Danielle was dropping pins of her location, and she texted me. She was texting me off and on throughout the whole trip. It was just she always drops pins. That's the thing. She calls my mom, twice a week to have a video call with her cats. She needs to see her cats, and yeah, we were in contact with her, and the fact that we are not any longer is the distressing part, obviously, apart from that we don't have any answers. I am fully aware that there are so many missing people, and the fact that all of these people are not getting the attention that Danielle is getting, just it breaks my heart. But on the flip side, obviously, I am thrilled that more people are seeing what is happening and keeping their eyes out. The more people that know it, that's just one more pair of eyes that might have the answers that we're looking for. It's it's bittersweet, I guess.
How do you describe the range of emotion over the last week or so, and what thoughts have crossed your mind about where your sister could be?
I have I have found emotions that I did not even know existed. It's it's mostly just this sick panic in my stomach, that just that the unanswered questions are difficult. That's all. That's the only word I really have. They're impossible to wrap your brain around and to come up with a coping mechanism to try to keep sane through all of this, where I think the family is all just our brains are fried at this point. We're doing everything night and day. We're trying to check in with each other, make sure that we're sleeping and eating and showering. As for kind of what I think happened, uh, I don't know. I don't know what happened, and that's terrifying. I have so many ideas from starting with the traveling companion to complete strangers, and they're all just sickening. You know, I can say that she wouldn't do this to her family. She wouldn't see people looking for her and say, "Oh, I'm just off. I'm just gonna break ties. This is not like her." I had a birthday on Sunday, and she was always the first person to say happy birthday to me. She wouldn't leave us like this.
We're also hearing from Danielle Staley's partner, 62-year-old Alex Nunez, said he didn't have anything to do with her disappearance and that he's committed to helping police find her. Nunez reported Staley missing the day after she was last seen at a beach bonfire the night before. Nunez claims that he's asthmatic, so he didn't go to the bonfire, saying that he fell asleep in the camper van the two were traveling in. Detectives are searching his van, and they have, for evidence. He's even offered to take a polygraph. Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office telling local media that Nunez is not considered a suspect. If you'd like more information on this case, posted all of our past coverage on our KUTV YouTube page. We will add this segment there as well. But if you'd like to find more of the segments from Utah's Missing, you know where to go. An urgent plea tonight. 29-year-old August Beckwith is last seen near the University of Utah campus on Wakara Way Monday afternoon. Now, family shared that August is nonverbal and diagnosed with autism. Family says August is not a danger to others, but is currently in mental health crisis. He has a full beard. Here's a photo that was AI generated to show the progression. They didn't have a good photo to share with us with that beard. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie, black pants, and black shoes, something like what you see here. We're told he has no phone, money, coat, or University of Utah has a case number 253398. August Beckwith is missing and has some conditions that his family are deeply concerned about. A lot of you have been sharing this post on social media right now. Keep an eye out. If you have any information or see August, Family's asking you to call 911 immediately to report it. Elko Police Department in Nevada requesting help from the community with a missing persons cold case. William Ravenel was last seen on November 18th, 2011. So 14 years ago yesterday at Comfort Inn in Elko. He has not been located. Police say his case remains open. Police are asking anyone with information, they say no matter how small it may seem, to come forward. So if you have any information to share about William, Elko PD wants to hear from you. 775-777-73,000. For continued coverage on Utah's missing cases, join us Wednesdays, 7 o'clock, right here on Arc Salt Lake. We are dedicated to helping Utahns find answer or closures. Like always, you can reach out to me on social media if you have a case you would like us to look into.
For the state of Utah, we would certainly hope that this video is available.
Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, I investigate the potential missing surveillance video of the alleged Charlie Kirk murder suspect turning himself in.
To treat this case any different than any other murder case is almost, it's insulting to everyone who's lost someone to a murder.
Countless questions linger months after Charlie Kirk's assassination at Utah Valley University. I asked for video of Kirk's alleged killer turning himself in. I was told it no longer exists. Rudy Bautista, Rule 8 attorney. Qualifications only select number of defense attorneys in Utah have in order to defend cases with a capital offense. Now, some involving a possible death penalty. Rudy's not affiliated with the case involving Tyler Robinson, who's accused of shooting and killing Charlie Kirk back in September. I showed Rudy what I found that could indicate there's potential missing evidence in the case.
He said, "Hey, I know who Charlie Kirk's shooter is."
On September 17th, 2025, Washington County Sheriff Nate Brooksby held a press conference.
Our job was not to interview, our job was just to get him here.
After Charlie Kirk's alleged shooter was taken into custody in Washington County less than 2 days after the shooting.
Within the hour, my friend drove Tyler and his parents to my office, where he was greeted by plainclothes detectives.
After learning of this, I submitted a public records request to obtain any video of Tyler Robinson walking into the jail facility. Washington County responded, saying there were no records responsive to the request, as Robinson did not go to the jail area. Our request for any holding room video was denied. A few weeks later, I re-upped the request on a more generalized scale for surveillance video showing Tyler Robinson walking into the sheriff's office.
For the state of Utah, we would certainly hope that this video is available.
The response? Our office does not have any applicable records responsive to this request, as the surveillance footage is no longer available after the 30-day retention period.
If in fact it has been destroyed and not preserved, it's very concerning. And if it has, then it's very concerning that they're telling you they don't have it. If they no longer have it, I would have expected to say that this video has been provided to the Utah County law enforcement. Please contact them. But instead, this letter leads, in my opinion, as trying to shut the door and not give you free access to the press.
While it's not clear if the video exists and was just handed over to another agency, in a response to me, Washington County shared with me they don't believe the video was shared with anyone involved in the case.
Wanting to get videos showing that he turned himself in and the manner he did so would be crucial for the defense work of mitigation.
26 years as a criminal defense attorney in Utah, Bautista is currently working another capital case in Utah County with the state intending to seek the death penalty.
Again, Mr. Kirk, by all counts, was a great young man who was helping educate people, and we encourage that. And this is very tragic that he's lost his life. But it is not a death penalty case.
When you look at this case on the surface and what you've seen play out, what stands out to you?
What stands out to me is this is not an aggravated murder case. In order for it to be an aggravated murder case, that something that can qualify for the death penalty, there has to be an aggravating factor.
Bautista says the alleged weapon in the shooting alone doesn't meet the standard for prosecutors to seek the death penalty.
The risk of hitting someone else really isn't there. And so that's why I believe that aggravating factor is really weak. Now, why it was charged that way is clearly political.
I hope he gets the death penalty.
And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
Instead of looking at it objectively, a prosecutor is to look at the evidence objectively and then charge the person with the most applicable crime. Here, where they're saying it will be this crime, we are now taking evidence, so they're trying to make the facts fit a cause of action that is not applicable.
Bautista believes the death penalty conversation in this case was pushed too soon.
Certainly suggests abuse in our higher government.
Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray filed a notice of intent to seek the death penalty against Tyler Robinson, who's accused of shooting and killing Charlie Kirk. Now, Gray said on September 16th, days after the shooting, that the decision to seek the death penalty was made independently. Alrighty, here, let's take a look at your forecast with meteorologist Sean Kelly. Sean, where's the snow? Currently, I know the answer. Currently in southern Utah,
right. Yeah.
in higher elevations.
Yeah, not falling here in northern Utah. We're pretty far behind schedule. Don't panic, though. Rightfully so. The ski resort's kind of postponing the opening dates because, we want to make snow and also get the natural stuff, too, kind of together. And, again, we haven't been able to do that.
It's working for the folks at Bryan Head right now. Not a lot of snow. I was just looking at the webcams tonight. They've got the groomers out there right now rolling some clear track over there on the the Navajo side of the
Right.
mountain. So they're going to try to do it on Friday.
And at least we're heading the right direction, right? But earlier, we didn't have the snow and we also didn't have the temperatures. Now at least we have the temperatures in place and we're hoping to get some snow. Unfortunately, we have no snow here other than maybe a coating to an inch or two up in the Alta area tomorrow. Other than that, really no major snow in the next 7 to 10 days. Really just forget it. I'm sorry. But a lot of the models still showing a Thanksgiving Day to Thanksgiving weekend storm here into early December, quite active. So we're behind schedule. No need to panic, though. Again, the time frame just after Thanksgiving, I think things start to get going here. And boy, do we need it. Look at all the red here. We are well below normal for this time of the year with that snowpack. Statewide, even less than 50%. And you can see it's kind of flipped. Last year it was red down to the south and plenty of snow up towards the north. That's not the case right now. But again, areas in Bryan Head already picked up nearly a foot of snow. We've got maybe an inch or two more to go. We're into the 50s and 40s up and down the Wasatch Front. 30s further down towards the south, 51 in St. George. Dry here up towards the north. A couple of sprinkles earlier. Some sprinkles and some light rain in the Moab, Monticello, Blanding area. And then some light showers here further down towards the south in the Panguitch area. Bryce Canyon picking up some good snow today. You're still seeing some snowflakes falling right now. As we head into tomorrow morning, isolated activity, even up towards the north maybe here. More so eastern, southern Utah tomorrow evening. For the evening commute, look at that moisture trying to work its way into more so central Utah. But we also start to get some activity going here early Friday morning, Thursday night to Friday morning. That'll be the best chance for some snow here across our northern mountains and some valley rain showers. So watch out for that, and then it'll taper off as we get into Friday night. So for snowfall totals, we've already picked up over 10 inches down towards the south. Could see another coating to an inch or two. Again, Alta area, some of the high elevation Uintas could see maybe a coating to an inch or two before this is all said and done. And a little bit more rain down towards the south-southeast. So overnight lows, we're down into the 40s and 30s, so a pretty chilly night ahead. Tomorrow, cooler than today by a few degrees, a little bit more shower activity. And again, for the game on Saturday, colder weather for Utah with temperatures into the 50s and 40s here. St. George, you're looking at temperatures warming up as we head into the weekend, as we start to dry things out. And then across the Wasatch Front, we're dealing with temperatures into the 40s and 50s, even colder, though, as we head into next week. We'll be right back.
The Gateway Outdoor Mall in Salt Lake here, getting ready to turn on their holiday lights.
That's right, the lights come on Saturday night at 8 p.m. They're holding a free kickoff party starting at 6:30.
Festivities include woodland animals, an LED stilt walker, and a balloon twister to entertain the kids. Also some dueling pianos on the Olympic Plaza stage, along with plenty of food. We need food.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're back tomorrow at 7. Check out these holiday lights downtown Salt Lake.